Welcome back to World of Warcraft. We're continuing the hardcore Fury Warrior playthrough. Starting in Stone Talon Mountains today, should say it at night, and we need to use a mountain path to go to the Charred Vale. I picked up pretty much everything I could in Sunrock Retreat. We'll be back here though. Lots of stuff to do. Might even have to take the Talon Deep path. But that's gonna have to wait until we at least get some of these quests. Cenarius' legacy is all the way north to the Stone Talon Peak. Elemental War. We're going after the Harpies. Definitely going after the Harpies. Now in the Windseer Crag, I also realized that we have a quest called the Brutal Armor. This was a follow-up from the trial at the Field of Giants we did in the previous episode. Yeah, it was a previous episode. And we need items from all over the world. So these are level 26. There is a hunter. Maybe he wants to team up with us. You never know. If they don't, we're gonna be solo. I see an elemental. Let's go after that. Don't have high enough skill for Mithril. Why is Mithril here? And of course it's immune to poison, because it's an elemental. The Blood Fury Slayer. Someone didn't make it. Is that a Nor corpse? I think it is. Reduced armor, increased melee attack power. That's a double-edged sword. The Storm Witches are going to cast spells. I don't have my shield equipped. Didn't manage to interrupt that one. This area is gonna be crawling with harpies. We have to be extra careful. Mana potion. Something I'm definitely glad about is that we met a Tauren, was level 21, and somehow was able to craft mage weave bags. And I bought 4 of these, or 1 silver, no, not 1 silver, 1 gold, 50 silver each. So 6 gold pieces in total, and look at all this inventory space. Can't even believe it. Of course it meant that I didn't have enough money to train skills, but hey, everything is give and take. Yeah, that was a tricky one. I'm gonna let the one patrol back. Yeah, that should work. So wait a minute, this tail feather is not a gray item, so it has some use. I wonder what it could be. Some profession item, maybe? That's a furious stone spirit. Have I seen that before? Level 26. We're gonna chew on that harpy and then we're gonna pull the stone spirit. We also have the Burning Destroyer. Some of these are actually casting spells. We're gonna keep the shield for now. Knockdown, okay. I don't know what I expected. Just an elemental roaming around. And these are the Incendrites. Mithril? Wait a minute. Mithril again? 2 mithril deposits in the Charred Vale? That doesn't make sense. We should be getting iron. We have not found a single iron vein and we're getting 2 mithril ones. Okay, I think something's wrong with the generation here. It's not that high level. Oh, it's casting a fireball. Oh, alright. Area burn. Of course it missed. But yeah, these are level 27, so we're gonna have a hard time attacking them. 4 out of 10. I think I'm gonna take on the Basilisk, who's level 28. Well, fine. After turning in the quest that we did in the Southern Barrens, I did Hearthstone back to Wargrimmar and used pretty much all the materials I had on engineering. Currently have a skill of 141, and we can make some pretty decent items. We can make coarse dynamite, bronze bomb. These are gonna be useful, and they actually stun for 2 seconds instead of 1. We have some target dummies. I managed to make a deadly blunderbuss, which is used for a quest. 2 more Furious Spirit. No, that's gonna cast fireballs. Best if we charge. Iron? Yes. Finally found some iron. Also made a pair of goggles. The spirit is pretty much irrelevant. Stamina is good. And the next interesting craft is the bronze bomb. Now, if you check this, the small bomb has a radius of 3. The big one has a radius of 5, so that's going to cover a decent area, I want to say. And yeah, that's about it. We did unlock a bunch of recipes, but they were mostly parts required for other crafts, the gizmos, the tubes. Failed. Come on. Three pieces of ore and 1 stone. Don't care much about the elementals. Chimera Matriarch. And I just realized that Overpower and Revenge actually share a cooldown. No loot for us. Can't really say how I feel about this. There's a basilisk. There is look at all these witches. It's gonna get pretty dangerous. And yeah, that basilisk managed to parry our attack. How did they parry? I have no idea. And of course we missed. Alright. We've got potions, we shouldn't really worry. Managed to resist that one. And we looted them all. Is that a two-handed one? Yep. So it's what? It's a rock Attached to a stick. I like that one. This is exactly what I don't want to happen. I was gonna make a comment about how much I hate getting interrupted while I'm eating. Then again, it was my fault. Shouldn't have used Cannibalize during the lightning storm. Another miss. Dodge. Okay, I need some expertise. I know it's not available, but still. Just a tiny bit. There's a solid chest. Are we brave enough to do it? Rarely worth opening these. It's mostly gonna be junk, but since we are in the area, might as well, right? True Faith gloves. 15 points of healing. Alright, that is not a bad item. I mean, it's a recipe, actually. "15 points of plus healing is nothing to laugh at." So this is Nemia, probably a priest, maybe a mage. Really easy to die here. And battle shout. You're not casting spells, are you? No. You have no mana. That's how I'm able to tell. Wait, fire shield? Where did that come from? And a second solid chest. Alright, we're gonna open everything, don't worry. We have enough inventory space to loot all the junk in the world. At least that's how I feel at this moment. At this moment. Is anything sneaking up on us? No. Area is empty. It's a bit suspicious, actually. Hey, we got a piece of silver ore. Let's kill that harpy. No way we're gonna survive both of these. How about... Yep. That was a good pull, if I may say so myself. I think we resisted something. Quick, pull it away. You know what amazes me at level 28 that we are? The passive regeneration is not bad at all. Wild Steel Bloom. Oh, that was a mistake. Didn't have enough rage for the interrupt. We're gonna save it for the lightning cloud. There we go. And what we're gonna get... The previous one was honestly not that bad. Okay, that's a lot of items. White piece of male shoulders. Requires level 16. Okay, we're gonna keep the gorilla shoulders. Gorilla. Okay, that's the curse. Look at all these storm witches. We need... So maybe these are not exactly shared spawns. Maybe each location spawns a different type of harpy. Can kill a couple of slayers here and then maybe move to the north. Okay, so pretty much everything has respawned. There's the matriarch. Should definitely kill the basilisk. Oh, there's a destroyer. Maybe we shouldn't have stayed near the border to Desolus all this time. Alright, we're gonna move north. We'll get one more Incentrite. I'm pretty sure we're gonna find more elementals as we move north. Switching to the shield, probably the best decision I've made today. Now that I think about it, actually, the first place is highly contested because I managed to refuse an offer to do a dungeon called Razorman Crawl. And you might say, well, why was this a good decision? And this is something I was not aware of. In the original Classic, the levels for these dungeons is actually pretty pretty different than Wrath of the Lich King and the Burning Crusade. They were changed in the Burning Crusade. So for example, Raise of Crawl, which when we did in Wrath, it was around level 25 to 30, is now 30 to 34. And the final bosses are actually level 34. You definitely do not want to go in there at level 27 or 28. You're gonna be getting crushed. You will pretty much miss every single attack. Especially as a warrior, it's pretty much a death sentence. And the funny part about that story was that when I was asked to tank the dungeon for a group, I refused, and the shaman that whispered me said, "Well, I don't care, you were too low anyway." And I said, "Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense." And I did check the wiki. And he was right. Why did he whisper me in the first place? I have no idea. We killed one of those. Oh, this is not good. Entangling roots, that is definitely not good. Okay, maybe it was for the best that we didn't aggro any of these. Now we know. Mana potion. Okay, let's actually pull that Slayer. This is gonna be the last one that we're gonna need. Storm Witch. Yeah, I'm not going back there. It's honestly a shame that you can only cannibalize human and humanoid and undead corpses. I'm not that picky. Would have no problem using it on beasts. Well, elementals, I guess it wouldn't make much sense. A rigid buckler. Honestly, it doesn't look rigid at all. Level 24, that's a bit better. So the Storm Witches are actually higher level. Maybe these don't cast. Yep. So the Wind Callers are actually not spellcasters. There's an Ambusher. Wind Caller, okay. What? How did that... Okay, it got out of range. Yeah, makes sense. Oh, and this is the elite. The Blood Fury Reaper. Over 2,000 health. No chance of taking that on. Of course, it's actually the second part of the chain. We got a Blood Ring. 5 points of stamina. Yeah, I can sell that one. And the True Faith Claw. Look at this inventory. Isn't that a sight for sore eyes? You know what I just realized? The reason why charge is actually stunning enemies for 1 second is so that you don't actually charge past them as you get aggro and they lock onto your position. And you can see how awkward it is when one of your stuns gets resisted. Well, specifically the charge part of the stun gets resisted, where you end up past the enemy, and for a moment it's still running to your previous position, your initial position. And that's another mithril deposit. So we have at least 3 here, maybe even 4. I don't remember. This is the last place I would come to find mithril, but hey. So that's a Wind Caller. You can see a lot of ambushers. So we're definitely not running out of those. Let's avoid the area with the elite, unless we get really desperate. There's probably a way to pull them without aggroing the Reaper, but too much of a risk. Go, there's a cloth. Well, we've got 33. No, 30. Let me check something really quick. The target dummies are going to require 1 silk cloth each. We're gonna have to farm a lot of these. I'm guessing at least 3 stacks, maybe even more. Oh, come on. This is the final harpy. Oh, there's a priest. And I bet if we team up with a priest, we can even do the elite. So let's go and say hello. Oh, she was just interested in the chest. That's fine. They can have the chest. I have to ask, though. Oh, so he's already done. Well, that's fine. Was honestly kind enough to give us a buff, 20 points of stamina. Right, so, change of plans. We're not gonna join forces with the priest. Probably has some other quest here. Piece of silk cloth. One more ambusher. Okay. It's probably across the zone, so we're gonna go through the middle. So there's an ambusher. I think I'd rather pull this one. Right? Okay. Wait a minute, lightning bolt? Why? Time to eat an apple. Golden bark apple. Right, since I don't really plan on pulling any more of the Storm Witches, let's go back to the dual wielding setup. I do enjoy the fast attacks a lot, especially on the warrior. The rogue class, which is the, you would say, the characteristic dual wielding class, doesn't feel as good as the Fury Warrior in the Burning Crusade, and of course Classic. I'm definitely not a fan of what they did afterwards with the dual wielding of two-handed weapons. Fine leather pants. So these offer 5 intellect and 4 spirit. wonder where the priest actually went. Completely forgot about him. Actually phased out for a moment. Did he actually dodge 3 times in a row? Okay. It's not actually common to have overpower be on cooldown and have it available again. So how are we actually doing on inventory? Yep. We have 42 pieces of cloth. Oh, that was a hyper spawn harpy here. Maybe I actually need to start moving. Yep, another one just spawned. Might be a layering issue. No idea why this is happening. What can I say? Really happy with this area so far. The experience is okay. The enemies, we found a way to deal with them. The interrupts, the shields, dual wielding when we can. Got some decent items. I'm gonna stay until I get a couple more pieces of cloth. Then we can move north. We need to grab some of the seeds around the lake. I forgot the name of the lake. Of course, then we're gonna have to ask people who are online if they actually want to do the elite quest with the Blood Fury Reaper. Might have to wait until tomorrow for that one, because it's almost 4 AM. Rigid leggings. So we've got a rigid buckler and now the rigid leggings of the owl. No matter what I loot, it always has spirit. And as you can probably tell, I'm not really a fan of that stat. $53 pieces of wool. So we're probably going to store these right away. How many more do I need for bandages? No, that's not first aid. So we're gonna need 5 points before we can actually reach 150. Because when we reach 150, we can create silk cloth, which is going to be significantly better. You know what, I want to reach 150 now. The reason I want to reach 150 now is so that I do have an idea about how much spare wool do we have. That's 150. So we're back at 30 pieces of wool. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. Can put away 40 pieces for engineering future uses. Might have to make more target dummies. Although it's good to be prepared with potions and such. I'm afraid though that when we finally do die, it will be essentially in a situation where potions and gadgets and grenades and such wouldn't have been enough to save you. But you never know. Wait a minute, I saw something on the minimap. Copper. Okay, well, that's not what I was hoping for. It's a pretty bizarre zone. You have essentially copper, tin, iron, and mithril in pretty much the same area. A rogue flame spirit. So apparently these ones went rogue. For whatever reason. The Mirkfallon Lake. Complicated name. No wonder I didn't remember the actual name of this place. So we need to find these seeds. They're mostly near the trees, although... maybe you also have to search the island. The little island. We're gonna need 10 of these. When this is the quest from the troll, further to the south. We're gonna need 30 eyes. And of course the sap. From the sap beasts. We're gonna kill a lot of these as we move towards the Stone Talon Peak. Let's focus on finding these seeds for now. Is there anything in the island? How about underwater? Oh no, doesn't look like it. That is a pride wind. Sap Might. Okay, that is aptly named. It's a horrible debuff. Especially for a melee character. Maybe a well, maybe a character that uses magic doesn't care as much. -3 stamina. Can live with that. That one is level 19. Slimy bones. And somehow we managed to almost fill our bags. Yep. Lifeless skull. Alright, we're gonna pick up everything I can here. Everything we can pick up. We have, yeah, almost 3 gold. Although I definitely do not regret spending 6 gold for the bags. It was a bit strange too. When I saw the druid posting a message on the trade chat while I was in Orgrimmar, I went to the auction house to check the prices, and there was nothing listed for less than 2 gold and 30 silver. So I definitely got a decent bargain at that point. When I checked for the silk bags that would that have, I believe, 10 slots and only require silk. And wait, not just silk. You probably need some heavy leather. But with the silk and the leather, and they were going for about 80 silver. What? Where is that vein? Can you even reach that area? Probably up there. No clue if you can go. I'm a bit curious now. Let's try approaching from the south. What's the worst that could happen? We're just gonna waste a couple of minutes. Right, so how about sagefish? Not interested in the schools of fish. Gonna pick up the seed. Halfway there, that's a spider. Right, so I definitely have no idea how we're gonna get on the mountainside. Well, the mountain peak where the tin was. From this area, maybe? Sky Hunter. Where does that lead? There is a path. Wait a minute. So I think I found a nest or something. There's an entire area here. $24, $23. I wonder if this area is involved with some alliance quest. It doesn't look like it has a name. Probably the Pride Winged Nest. Sky Hunter, there's a consort. Okay, let's have a bite of food. Got enough apples. And these are actually pretty tough. Compared to the harpies, they probably have a lot more armor. Something I learned when I did Black Fathom Deeps is that some of the turtles there have a really high defense skill. And this is why you're always making glancing blows against them. Many of your attacks get parried. You hit an enemy next to them that is same level as them. You're doing damage as normal. You try to hit a turtle, and suddenly you have 1/3 of the DPS. Was it worth to make such a detour for a tin vein? Probably not. Let's be honest here. For a lesser moonstone, I don't know. It's a pretty steep fall. Can't see anything else of interest here. Don't really see a chest. Yeah, that's much better. Now I just need, well, I need to get some of these seeds and go back to town. We're pretty close to Sunrock Retreat. Okay. Gaia seeds, where are you? Someone's here. Level 25 priest. I can see one. And that is number 9. The deep moss eggs. So if you don't have any luck in the canyon or in the crag, you can even come here. And there's another copper vein. Yeah. Another copper vein we're not interested in. There we go. Final Gaia seed. We managed to fill the inventory, only have 1 slot left. It's amazing. On one hand, I would love to kill that dwarf. But then again, this is a hardcore server. Rules are a bit different. Can we even take on a level 25 priest? Even at 28, it's actually a risk. Not that it matters at this point. But you know what? I think this is a good place to end the episode. I'm going back to Sunrock Retreat. And I'm going to complete what I can, except the next bunch of quests. I'll probably meet you back, well, not back. I'll meet you all the way to the north at Stone Talon Peak for the next one. Now, we even have a quest here from Ziz Physics. And of course, the smoky ingots. That being said, thank you for watching the episode. Hope you're enjoying the Hardcore Warrior playthrough. And I'm gonna see you in the next part.